What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you guys my fully completed vinyl wrap, which I'm super excited to show you guys because it's finally done. It took a lot of work. I'm really tired from it, but it was worth it, and I'm really glad I did it, and it looks fantastic. But also, I'm gonna kind of go over the car itself a bit because I realized I never really did that. Yeah, I was gonna show you guys, and it just never happened. So let's kind of do that first, and then I'll show you guys the wrap. What I got is a 2020 M2 Competition. It is a great car. I've been daily driving it in this situation for about 3 months now. I bought it back in what was it, like February, something like that. This car has been awesome. Like, it's super quick, like 410 horsepower. Now here's the crazy thing. Supposedly that number is actually low. There are people who've been putting this car on the dyno, 91 octane, which is what we get here in California, and they've been getting like 430 wheel horsepower. This car, technically speaking, is like over 500 brake horsepower, which is fantastic. It's really cool. This car's quick. For a long time I was in the break-in period, and break-in period you can't push it beyond 5,000 RPMs, yada. So that's done with. I've definitely had the pleasure of foot to the floor in this car, and it is scary fast. It's super quick. Put it in Sport Plus mode, MDM mode with like some of the traction turned off, and it's fantastic. Car's a manual, as you can see. So good old manual transmission. It's not as good as the S2000. Like, it's okay. It feels kind of rubbery, to be perfectly honest. Whereas the S2000 is very like mechanical. This is like, it's a bit rubbery, and the throws are kind of long, but I mean, it's a daily driver, so I don't care too much about it. I did contemplate trying to get the DCT. Yeah, there was a part of me that thought maybe I wanted the DCT, largely because this is my daily driver. I will be doing, just normal streets with this thing, and in traffic, manual kind of sucks, but at the same time, I was like, I don't know, there's something about driving a manual that I love way too much. You guys know BMWs, like there's nothing crazy about this car. It's honestly, compared to most BMWs, it's a pretty stripped down car. It's only got the iDrive 6 on it compared to like the new M340i, which has the new iDrive 7, I believe. I really like these seats too. These seats are great. The emblem here lights up when you unlock the car. I think that's really cool. They're really comfortable seats. You can adjust the bolstering. The leather's really nice. It doesn't get super hot. it's not like that really smooth leather where it gets really sticky in the heat. So that's really nice. Yeah, I have the heated steering wheel as well, which I've never used. Probably will never use. It's not really that, it doesn't get that cold in Northern California. Adaptive LED headlights, because I did get the executive package. So that did come with a wireless charger, adaptive LED headlights, which is really nice. And 3 months of Wi-Fi hotspot. I don't really need that. I think my 3 months are up already, and I didn't even use it because I have my iPhone, so. Yeah, I mean, pretty standard stuff. It's nothing crazy. I mean, this has the S55 engine compared to the original M2, which has the the N55. The B58 is in the new Supra and the new 240i. So I did actually drive the M240i as a test drive before I bought this car. That car is fun. The B58 engine is a good engine. It's really powerful. Like, there's plenty of torque. This is a twin turbo. Twin turbo B58 on the M240i, and the Supra is a single turbo. But to be perfectly honest, I didn't really feel much turbo lag. Maybe a little bit more compared to the M2 Competition, because this is a twin turbo. And it was quick, but I think for me, the reason I didn't go for that car, and I decided to spend what was only like 10 grand more for the M2 Competition, was largely because it felt really muted. The car was cool, and it was quick, but it felt just like my 230i that I had, which is not quite as quick. Basically, it's as if I had the 230i and I just gave it 100 more horsepower. That's literally what it felt like. I decided to go with the M2 Competition. I'm really happy with this decision. It's a great car. The gas mileage sucks. I mean, I was daily driving the S2000, that only gave me 25 miles to the gallon. This gives me 20 if I'm good about it. To be honest, I drive it all the time in Sport Plus mode, so. But anyways, let's show you guys the wrap. And here we go. Here is my final completed wrap job. So yeah, I would stand outside and talk more about this, but it's a little bit windy. I don't want you guys to get bothered by the wind. Wrap, I think, turned out pretty decent, considering I am a first-time wrapper. I've never wrapped a car before in my life. I've done like roofs, as you can see from earlier videos. I've done the hood. I mean, those were easy. I did those in no time. But as for the actual car itself, like the front bumper, rear bumper, you know, doors, rear quarter panel, those were tough. Those were really, really tough. I'm gonna admit, it is not perfect. Not by a long shot. I will not sit here and tell you guys that it's a perfect wrap job. It's really not. It's definitely already peeling in a few places. It just means I didn't post heat properly. My technique is probably so bad. There's a lot of places where the cuts are shitty. Like I can even just show you, like that's just the bad cut, you know, like that's just me just not being very good at that. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not very good with my hands. I suffer from early carpal tunnel. I'm a gamer, musician, and I work in IT. So like my wrists and my hands are just absolutely destroyed at this point of my life. It's just, I'm not gonna be very good at those kind of things. And I mean, it is what it is. It's whatever. To be perfectly honest, I think the wrap looks fine, especially from, you know, a few feet out, and on camera the car looks great, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Yes, it could be better, but it also could be way worse. So I think I did a pretty decent job. As you guys can see, I did a lot of matte black accents, specifically front bumper and, you know, some on the rear bumper. So I don't know if I'm gonna add more accents here and there, but that'll come later. For the most part, the car is done. At this point, I'm just waiting to install some carbon fiber parts that I bought. I can't show you those now because it's not in my garage. I got these parts from a company called Aeroluxe Autobotique. So I'll put the link in the description below. If you have a BMW or a Tesla, and they're starting to do stuff for like the Supra as well, they make carbon fiber parts. And to be perfectly honest, the fitment is pretty freaking good. As you guys can see, my rear spoiler that I put on, that is from them, and I think it looks great. It is exactly in the design I want. It makes the rear end look way aggressive. And so I ended up buying from them carbon fiber rear diffuser, side skirts, and a front lip. So I'm gonna get those put on sometime soon. I think it's gonna really complete the look of my car, and then after that, we're gonna be doing coilovers and then eventually wheels. After that though, like that's the thing, after suspension, which again is really just more for looks, I'm gonna be doing wheels and then an exhaust system. Now, the exhaust system I'm kind of narrowing down to a few, but we'll talk about that later. Again, check out Aeroluxe Boutique. They have really awesome carbon fiber parts for BMWs, Teslas, and the Supra. And also, if you guys are local, actually, you know what? You don't even have to be local. If you guys need parts, honestly, reach out to Pristine Auto. Their website doesn't really have much, but if you can get a hold of one of their reps and start talking to them, they actually have some really good representatives who can get you some really good stuff at really, really good prices. I go to them for all my car parts, and that includes my S2000, that was for my BRZ, and also for the BMW as well. They've hooked me up a lot, and they've helped me out a lot, and definitely, like, they'll even get you guys tires, right? You don't have to go through Tire Rack anymore. They got me a better price Dunlop Z3s than Tire Rack could have, and they also do the mountain insulation. So honestly, Pristine Auto, one of the best places to go for car parts in Fremont. If you're Fremont, California, if you're local. If you're not local, they do ship, you know, to all 50 states. So yeah, check them out. Link again in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed the wrap. Yeah, I hope it's something that you guys think is really cool. I think it's really cool. I really like the purple. I think it works really, really well, and it really shows and accents the body lines of this car. I don't know if I'll wrap again, I'm gonna be honest. I might, at the end of the day, pay somebody to do it. There are just too many parts where I feel like I may have damaged the car or made it more difficult on myself than I should have. I think do it the right way and take all the parts off, get all the, you know, do all the inlays properly, making sure I don't cut the paint and things like that. So yeah, I might actually just end up paying someone in a few years if I decide to rewrap this car. But for now, the wrap is good. I hope it'll last. I think it will. I mean, the parts that are kind of peeling are parts that like aren't really noticeable or don't really matter. So I'm not too worried. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was just an update. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all you people who have subscribed recently. And see you guys on the next one.